All right, let's do this. How is everyone doing out there? It feels like it's been a long time because it has been a long time. But I'm prepared. I have the treats for the dogs because they're bugging me. They want my attention. There you go. Here you go. Go away for a few minutes while I hang out with my friends here. We're going to talk very important stuff. How is everyone doing? Am I live? Yes, I am live, right? Good. The Veta version. Wait, what is this? Okay, yeah. Who's in the house today? DIY Dan. It's in the house. He's one of the members here. I'm sorry, guys, for kind of quitting on you guys. But here's the good news. Hey, what did I tell you? Give me a few minutes. I haven't been working on my bus for 8 weeks. I know that for sure, but it's been a few weeks and it's almost ready. I'm like 90% done. Now I just have to get the suspension, the front suspension for my bus, and then the rear with the motor. I know it seems like it's a big deal, but that's not. They're just big bulky parts that takes like 6 bolts to bolt on, and then you just do certain cables and stuff. But I'm like there. I'm that close. And then I will have my next daily driver that I will have, which will be temporary, because then I'll have or who knows, temporary. Everything's temporary with me, right? But anyways, then I'll have that, and then I can really start painting my bus. I can take it all apart. I can do it right. I can do all that stuff, right? So that's where we're at here. How is everyone doing? Today is Cyber Monday. That's why I put that in the title. And yeah, hopefully it's so crazy. You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. Let me tell you that. You guys are going to keep my people pretty busy for a while because you guys order a ton of stuff. And it's good, right? And that's just my little thing that I put. I put my little PCB boards, on special for the first time. I actually never do that. Yeah, you guys, I thought I was prepared for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and I ordered 1,000 units, 1,000 of those little things before the sale went on, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good. That should be good. It usually takes like a month to sell that and stuff, right? So we're like, good. I think you guys order like 3 times more than that. So all the stuff's been ordered. Unfortunately, like some of the orders will be a little bit late, I guess. Or it's gonna take us about a week to probably get everything out. So just bear with us because you guys totally blew us out of the water. You guys order a lot of those things. You guys are gonna be building a lot of batteries and big battery systems and stuff. And that's just my little store. Right? Who knows how many? Obviously, you guys are ordering batteries, so that means probably Tom and his team is probably super busy because you guys order that. Probably EV West are probably very busy because you guys order a bunch of batteries to put on these things. Oh, that's my mom. She just came in, so that's what happens. But yeah, that's what I was doing today. Just kind of orchestrating the whole thing, making sure that I had to order everything so that we have everything here in the next few days so that we can get all those orders out. Yeah, there's going to be, my team is going to be definitely busy for the next week or the next 10 days or something, if everything, if things don't go too bad with us and stuff. So, John CHR 2013 says, I'm excited for my 9S lithium batteries from Battery Hookup, order 75. John, it's all about 2 kilowatt hours of your PCB power wall so far. More to come. Wow, John, you're building all kinds of stuff. And like you, my friend, there are a ton of people. It's crazy. So anyways, yeah, this is, I'm hoping that everyone was able to get their hands on very affordable batteries like never before. Last year was crazy too, I think, but I don't think we had as many sources of cheap batteries and I don't think they were as good quality as this year, right? This year we have a lot of these batteries ready to go out of the bag. I mean, we have everything. We have brand new cells. We have modules that you can can modify or whatever, or we have modules that are ready to go and stuff. And so like there's batteries, I think almost for every single customer out there, whether like depending on how how much you want to save, how DIY you want to get, how deep down the rabbit hole you guys want to get. There's batteries for that, right? You want to start from scratch and do it from from the bottom up, then you can do it, or you can just buy some of those modules that are available and just connect them to a thing. You're ready to go. I keep noticing the man cave gets getting furnished more. It's just my junk. It literally is. It really is just my junk. Like, it's weird. This is just my camera that's in the way there. It makes it look kind of funky. This place was a mess. It has been a mess for like a month because I had all the stuff for the bus. I had the interior. I will do a walkthrough on what I've been doing. Unfortunately, I haven't been shooting because I've been like, I'm trying to go as fast as I can. I was really trying to do this thing, right? But now I'm having second thoughts. I don't know if I'll have, this thing took me, well, it's been 8 weeks since I bought this bus. And I know I haven't been working on it for all 8 weeks, but let's say that it's even 6. It took me 6 to do this one, and this one was just kind of roughing it. Now, to get mine done correctly, to do the finishing touches, it's definitely going to be more than 6 weeks, and that's about what I have left. So I'm going like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to make it. So I'm almost giving up before I'm even starting, unfortunately. But, I don't know. But I will do a video. I do a walkout, a walk around on my everything that I've done in the last few weeks, and even Mondays I'd be right now, and I actually am itching to go and do stuff right now, right? But I thought, okay, it's been a while. I've been here all day, dealing with the orders, and I thought, let's go live for a little bit, at least until my wife gets here, and then we're gonna go and eat, and then I'll go into the garage. It's crazy because it goes super dark at this time of the year, really early, right? It's been dark for like an hour and a half or something. But it doesn't matter to me. I just go in the garage, and I just get busy. And next thing I know, it's midnight or something. And I'm underneath the bus and I'm doing this stuff. All the noisy, super dirty stuff is mostly done. So now it's just, screwing things on and, all that stuff, right? Which is really fun to be at that or whatever. But, yeah, the tool bench and shelves in the back corner. So I think there's always been there. It's just right now, my angles particularly. I usually do them like a lot tighter shot than that. But today, I don't know. I just set it like that so you can kind of see the entire room. This I'm actually really, really close to the camera. It's like about 1.5 feet. I'm like right here. And this lens makes this room just giant and stuff. So yeah, this stuff has kind of been there. Just as well, there 24 hours in the day, Jay. Yes, there were. Was there a giveaway? So man, I kind of hate giveaways because you guys make me work for them. I just took the last giveaway because I guess I didn't get the email from the winner, and the winner, eventually got back to me. Let me close this. You guys are too loud. Stay out of the room. So I'm barely gonna ship that, the winner, or the last winner. So right now I'm not giving anything away. My dogs are going crazy. Those crazy dogs. Okay, let me, oh, there we go. I just wanted to get it down a little bit. Oh my gosh, my dogs. Shut up! Someone's probably at the door or something. My dogs just go crazy. Yeah, they're like, ready to pounce on anybody that comes to the door. Don't they know that people that come to the doors usually is because they want to bring me stuff, packages, goodies, and stuff? Oh, by the way, just some new that I am. You guys are probably gonna beat me to it, but I did get the new version of the Electra Docus, and I absolutely have no time to even check this out to see how to connect it and stuff. But this is the new BMS, the BMS Zero, I think that's what it's called. So, for those that don't know, this is the original Electra Docus, and this is the big one. I know there was one in between here, smaller. But this is basically two products in one. This is a BMS and a solar charge controller, right? So this is a cool thing, and it's about, man, I don't remember how much. This is, I think it's like $400 or $300 or something like that. But this will handle about 3 kilowatts. And, okay, hold on. Just give me a second. The dog's going crazy because there's somebody at the door, and they're not gonna shut up until we go and.
What is the purpose for dreaming at night?
Alright, today I'm gonna show you how to change an axle bearing. This is actually a very common problem. Start squeaking and you gotta change that bearing. Except that the tool that you need to extract that bearing is very, very specialized. I actually never seen it before. But have you ever seen one of these? If you haven't, you're gonna need one of these. Typically, people will do is they have to make their own tool. You know, grind some pieces of metal or whatever so that you can extract that bearing. How it goes. Each one of these clamps goes in between each ball on the bearing. And then you slide this collar in there all the way in, and then you spin this and it'll just push its way. It'll use the center axle to push that. There we go. All right, here we go. This is the delivery man just delivered this. And it's a big, heavy thing. All right. Woo! Jeez. Okay, you know what that was? That is my next tank. For welding gas, whatever, it's 25, 75 argon or whatever it's called. So I'm gonna run out, or I'm about to run out. That's the big tank. So I just got another one because I'm getting ready for the next bus, right? It's gonna require some welding and stuff, and so I don't know. Yeah, I need to talk to someone that knows how to weld, because I think I'm probably doing it wrong. Because it seems like it's a big tank for the amount of welding that I did. And I'm like, how did I go through one tank like that already, right? So anyways, that's what has happened. We threw the dogs outside. They can spend some time outside. They're toothless. There we go. So what were we talking about? Oh yes, we were talking about this guy. This is now the Electra Docus solar battery management system. So this is a BMS, right, without the charge controller. And so this will be able to manage our modules, you know, anything. I think they'll go up to 8S for lithium iron phosphate, but then they'll do, you know, also for the other chemistries or whatever. So I'm gonna be looking into that. I got 2 of these guys, and you know, just in case I ruin one or whatever. And the only thing is that you just can't quickly buy these. You kind of have to pre-order them, and he makes them in batches and stuff. But these things are pretty beautiful. Like if they're anything like the original Electra Docus, this guy knows how to work the GUI and stuff, and it's pretty awesome product that he's making. And I will have to, you know, get busy with that and figure it out. Now I have a pile of BMSs here that I have to check, because I just keep ordering them. You know, I'm like, oh, that's a good one. This is one that I want to try. Oh, here's another one, good one. But all that stuff kind of was put on hold because of the bus, right? Because And then, of course, this is because I am going to be speaking at Fully Charged. That's going to be in Texas, February 1st and 2nd, but my thing is on the 1st. So I wanted to have my bus ready by then. Like I said, I'm having second thoughts. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to cut the corners that I need to be able to get it done in this amount of time. So I think I'm just gonna I'm gonna just take this one, that one that I'm working on, right? It's gonna be a driving bus. It's gonna be electric, right? Maybe I just drive that one and say this one is not work in progress, but the other, I have two. I haven't been able 7 years. I haven't been able to finish one. I mean, I finished other people's cars, just not mine for some reason. It's kind of weird. Let's see here. Jehu, in the future, can you please do a video on how to properly wrap 18650s? Tony Williams can weld? Oh, I gotta go talk to him. I know he's gonna tell me, he's gonna be like, get rid of that old machine, get a new one. Like, get a proper machine. Yeah, I can do a video, although it's kind of weird because it's so easy. I feel like it's gonna be the easiest video in the world. I'm gonna be like, and I have touched on it on one of the videos that I did where I had to do the thing, right? But now I'm offering the cells already wrapped on my website, and I have another source that they just told me today that they have a bunch of these already wrapped. So we might be able to get, NCR 18650 DBs. These are 3200 milliamp hours. These are like pretty premium, quality cells, and you have to wrap them, right? But we can get them wrapped. But I kind of get it. I know that even if you're not talking about these cells, it's a good thing to know how to wrap them and stuff. And yeah, I'll do some because we will be wrapping a bunch of them. I think I bought like 10,000 wrappers or something for the ones that we have. Just so that I could offer them on the website, right? And I think there will be a time where I will be able to offer my kids with cells, so that everything is ready to go, so that you could just order one place you order, and then you get all stuff. You just put it together and stuff. And I think that's when I will do the thing there. Yeah, how is everyone else doing? What are you guys doing? What were you guys able to buy? I actually didn't. I'm ordering a lot of stuff for the bus and for this and for the materials and stuff, but nothing fun this year. I didn't order anything fun. Yeah, I didn't have time. I don't have time. I gotta build my stuff. The gasless welding wire I use, it has higher flux content. Oh, I see. It's so crazy because, yeah, in some ways, I like the flux core better. It runs hotter, for sure, and at least in my machine, and it penetrates way easier and faster. With this gas, I'm having a thing where it doesn't. It looks beautiful and it looks like thing. It looks not beautiful, but it looks much better than my other crappy welds. But then you smack on it and then it comes up loose and you're like, what just happened here? How come it didn't penetrate down to the other layer? And I never used to get that with the flux core. The flux core kind of just melts down, penetrates really down. But I don't know. That might just be me not knowing what I'm doing, and that definitely is the case. I don't know what I'm doing. I spend my whole check on specials. I can help you with your welding needs, says Michael Dixon. Yes, Michael, I need help because I don't know how to do it right. I want to be able to just put down a little bead and it's beautiful and it doesn't melt through the thing. I'm doing 20 gauge steel, right, which is sheet metal, and so my lowest setting on the thing, it's almost sometimes still kind of burns through. I don't know what I'm doing. I gotta figure it out. I teach welding every day. Oh, there you go, Michael. You teach welding. I'm gonna make a video showing you what I'm doing. You're probably gonna be horrified at my technique because I probably have no technique. I'm probably just doing it all wrong. I'm currently processing the 27 medical packs I bought. There you go. Mike bought 27 medical packs. Those were good price, right? I think they moved really quickly. I think a lot of people bought those. Do you have any e-bike battery built on your channel? Not yet, but I do have one coming up. And the reason is because we have some cool batteries. I know I said I was going to, those were going to be available, but I guess, you know, EVUS decided not to put them available so that we can move some of the older stock, because it was, they buy a lot of batteries, right? And they have a lot of money invested in this batteries things that they're getting, right? And so before they can get crazy and order more, then you have to. So here's the battery. Here are the batteries, and I'm gonna be doing a video. And these things are pretty amazing. I think these are capable of like over 100 amps, and they're 13S, so there's like 48 volts, and they're pretty small. I mean, you know, and you could practically put 2 of these on a bike and then connect them in series, have like a 96 volt, you know, 100 amp. Whoa, that's crazy. What's 100 volt, 100 amp? That's 10 kilowatt capable battery. Oh, and by the way, it's a half a kilowatt hour, so 2 of those will be 1 kilowatt hour, and they're gonna sell pretty cheap. I think somewhere around like $250 or something for both. I think, yeah, I think it's for both. These are gonna be awesome, and I am gonna build some crazy, you know, e-bike thing. I don't know. I'm thinking something to do like some that's gonna get, you know, kind of go viral and stuff. And maybe I'll do like a e-bike version of that stupid Tesla truck that came out with the crazy looking thing, right? Because I mean, I got a big tank of, you know, to weld and stuff. Why not just take some? I mean, this won't weld. Wait, by the way, can I weld stainless steel with the same gas, or this needs different gas? I don't know about stainless steel. I've got an UltraCut project I've been working on for the last 6 years. I need industrial equipment to make a full-size proof of concept. Any tips on what to do? Who to go to get help to build one? Well, I don't know, Chris. I don't know what you need. And that, yeah, I mean, we're all doing our own thing, and we're not using cap. I guess, you know, I don't know. You'd have to. Here's the problem, right? It's like you have to make it enticing for people to jump on board, right? Like, people come to me and they're like, "Can you help me convert my car?" And I'm like, "No, I got all my projects that I want. I mean, I don't have enough time to do my projects, right? But if the project is cool enough, I'm like, well, screw my projects. I'm gonna work on your thing. I can help you do your thing." But, you know, very rarely do people ever come and they do a good job at showing me their project and convincing me that it's cool, right? I mean, because it's, you know, it's subjective, right? I mean, cool is the thing. I mean, buses are cool to me. To you guys, they're just like minivans. You know, they're just classic minivans, which are as far as uncool as you can go, right? But, you know, highly subjective. So that's, I think that's the thing when you're trying to find other people to work with. You know, you'd be better off finding someone that's already kind of in the same thing as you, that in the same wavelength. They think that the same projects might be cool and stuff. And then there's all kinds, obviously, all kinds of other things that have to go along with that, right? Is the timing has to be right, and the money, and the whole thing, and, you know, the project has to be something that is you'll be able to get through, and I don't know, you know, it's like the objective has to be reachable and all sort of stuff. Yeah, so I don't know with as much as you're shared here, I couldn't say, who could help you and stuff. For me, I have very little interest in super caps, just because they're not batteries, and everything that I'm doing is with batteries, and that's what I'm interested in storing energy. And caps do a terrible job at storing energy, right? At storage energy devices, they're more power devices than energy, right? Of course, that's changing moving forward and stuff. And I got one. I did order some to play with, and then I kind of got discouraged because they were not brand new. And then I got into a fight with the seller, and then they didn't refund me my money, and they didn't want to take them back. And I was like, I never did the project. That kind of messed the whole feng shui of that thing, right? But yeah, I kind of did get some to play with them, but they're really not. They're not aligned with the stuff that I'm doing. Man, my stupid dog is barking out there. These guys are so annoying. So annoying. All day. By the way, I know some guys are saying like, hey, pay more attention to your dogs. And I'm like, hey, I'm with them all day. I pay attention to them. They're kind of attached to the hip. Like, they're never like far from me. So that's why sometimes like this. So yeah, they need a break. They're over there. They're taking a break right now. Let's see, about 150 modem batteries, and 5 of those batteries that came with the fireproof case. Oh, there you go, Michael Dixon. No, that's not. That's Freedom Unrestricted. About 6 packs. About half are 1500 milliamp hours. There you go. You bought. We buy you a pack of 4 Samsung for our solar system. Wow. So wait. So the big modules, is that what you bought? How are those lipo packs you use the eyelets on holding up? Any issues with the eyelets over charge discharge cycles? I haven't put too many cycles on those, but so I couldn't really tell you how they're holding up. I mean, the thing was sitting there for a while, not going through many cycles, and I just recently gave it away to someone in Mexico that needed power because they were getting too many blackouts or whatever. So I thought, like, well, I have that thing there. I was gonna keep working on that one, but like it works. So I just sent it down to Mexico, and now it's gonna be put through use. So I guess I'll be able to tell, when it fails or whatever. I'll hear about it. But I have bought more, all the supplies to be able to update it now for 18650s. Except I can't fit them correctly in that case. So I don't know. That's why I haven't finished it. Obviously because of the car too. But also the design doesn't work. It's like, I just can't. They don't fit there. They fit kind of weird. Those lipo packs really fit there well. I could stuff, a bunch of them, and still it was only about 1.5 kilowatt hours. So it wasn't that compelling, but at least it was more compelling that it's commercially available, right? But I wanted to have more in there actually. Your life depends on wells you make on vehicles. Crucial that is done right for your and everyone else's safety. Yeah, so I'm not doing anything structural. It's like, it's like little thing. It's mostly like sheet metal on the outside for the fascia, essentially. But yeah, definitely, they do have to. They do have to weld nice. There is one thing that I am gonna try and weld, and it's the steering column. The design, the BW, they did this thing where they stuck the whole mechanism like too low, past low and very forward in the car. And it's cool when you have like, I don't know, 10 inches of clearance, as these cars originally had, right? But now what we're doing is we're lowering them, right? Because we're like, why do these things need to be so tall or whatever? So now that like 2 inches that sticks down past everything, that's the thing that hits every time you go up in driveways and stuff, right? And it's really annoying. And so what people have been doing for a long time is they cut the frame out and they move that whole mounting point, right? And they move that whole mechanism up by like 1.5 inches or 1.75 inches, something like that. And I just had my, a steering column modified so that it's shorter, so that when you move it up, the steering wheel doesn't come up or whatever. And and then refurbish, they reconstruct it or whatever. So I will have to do that. And I gotta make sure that I do a good job on that, because that is structural. I mean, that's holding the steering wheel. If the steering wheel falls off while you're driving, then you're gonna be in trouble. But yeah, definitely, yeah, I'm gonna have to make sure that that's a good thing. Body Hookups had those 3200 milliamp hour Panasonic cells for 70 cents this weekend. I'm broke now. You missed a lot of the stuff, but they are still giving stuff away. That's crazy. Yeah, I couldn't. I mean, I kind of made the stuff that I had that they had while I was making the video 3 days ago, right? But then, they didn't send me like a list of the stuff that they're gonna do or anything like that. So I'm kind of in the dark. I don't know what they're putting up. But I knew that it was gonna be there. So yeah, there's a lot of good sales there, and probably still right now. Let's see. Stainless should be okay. This is the package I wanted you to look at for me on Banggood. 100 watt, 18 volt monocrystalline panel, dual 12 volt USB charger. My old 57, I did a bit of welding on. Oh, there you go. Look, he put a. Whoa, that's it's missing its face. I haven't decided if I'm gonna do that to my bus yet, because I don't know how crunchy my nose is underneath all the Bondo in my bus. But I might have to do that, and I know that looks crazy, but it's not. Like, it's actually you can very quickly do it. You can do that like in 4 or 5 hours or something. You can cut the old one out, and then you can fit the other one, and then spot weld it. And those are all spot welds, by the way. So, it just gets spot welded on the top, and then on the sides, and on the bottom and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty crazy how these cars are. There's not much to them and stuff. So, let's see here. The URL is too big to post. Solid wire with gas is much better for your application. You just need correct info. Yeah, so that's what I have. I do have solid wire. I used to do, because I used to do like, I started doing the what is it? The flux core stuff, right? And yeah, it's so messy. I mean, it's so crazy. It splatters all over the place, but it does burn. It penetrated better, at least with my machine. And I have an old machine that runs on 110. I'm thinking I need to get rid of that and just get one that does like 220, although you don't need that much power for a 20 gauge steel, right? So I don't know. I just feel like I don't have as much control. It's just the one setting and the 2 setting, it's, I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Energy density is pretty crazy based on my initial numbers. Permittivity, with a breakdown of voltage of the iElectric to 300 plus volts. Can I send you an email? Chris Evans, Stevens, you might be too advanced for me, man, because I don't understand half the stuff you wrote there. Progressive News, remember, I can help you paint your bus at home. Progressive News, really? You can? Send me an email, jgo@jack35, because I don't remember. Did I talk to you before? Sorry, I just I talked to somebody. How do I use the BMS that is in the Samsung SDI? I don't know. I don't know how to do it, and there are a couple of people that were looking into it and they knew some stuff, but then I stopped hearing from them. So they figured it out, and then they just didn't come and share the stuff with me. The EV West guys, I think they gave up trying to. They were trying to figure out if it was CAN the protocol, but it turns out it wasn't. So they at this point, I don't know. We haven't figured out how to use it, and our best bet is probably just to use an off, third party one, right? Because we don't know how to use. But there was a couple of people that did know how to use them. They're figuring out, and they were in contact with me. But Michael Dixon said, I'm a paraplegic converting my wheelchairs to lithium and hoping to build either an EV van or truck since everything else in my life is battery power. There you go. Yeah. Go battery powered all the way. It's pretty cool. And it can be done. Chair batteries are 15 amp hours. Headway cells 90 amp hours. There you go. You should be able to get enough power out of those. Although you don't need that much, right, on the thing. Stainless can be welded using pure argon, but helium and argon mix is best for stainless. Helium and argon. So what did I get? It's not helium, is that? What did I get? 75, right? Argon, carbon dioxide. So that's what I got. I got argon, carbon dioxide. And that's pretty typical, right? For just steel? Is that what it is? What about a 75 MCI 40-foot bus with a 3,000 watt Freedom inverter? Any recommendations on small packages? I'm not sure. What do you mean small packages? You're talking, you want a battery? Or what do you mean? Let's see. Trying to find a bus to convert to handicap accessible and EV power. Ooh, like a full-size bus or a little bus? I'm looking for a storage solution to go off-grid for an extended time. Yeah. I mean, it's very possible now. We have all these modules. Some, like I said, some are ready to go. You plug them in, right? You plug in a BMS, and then you're ready to go. Some, you can make them off of these little cells with all, At this point, yeah, there are a bunch of ways to go about it. There's a ton of batteries, different kinds. You just have to decide how much work you want to do, right? I'm surprised those modem batteries haven't sold out yet on Battery Hookup. Hard to beat that price. Yeah, he has a ton of them, though. I mean, he literally has a warehouse full of batteries. And, every time I go over there, I'm like, Tom, you're like hoarding all these batteries. Like, we got to sell these. Like the last 2 times over there, we were like, oh, let's do these and let's do those. And then we're trying to get rid of these. We'll build some project with those. And we got to like the first or second, and then things changed. So we never got, so I know that he's got a lot of them, and they're there. And so this is actually the first time that I see him trying to move some of the smaller batches. And by the way, by smaller batches, like, oh, he's got 5 pallets of a battery, or, oh, this is like 3 pallets of that one or something, and this is the first time that I see him that he's trying to get rid of all those. And I think that's why I think they're moving a lot of stuff, and that's why it only lasts like a day or half a day, and then he's moving on to the next thing. Bought the extended warranty for my Tesla Model X. Christmas is canceled at my house. What's the extended warranty? Tesla offers an extended warranty? I didn't know that. How much is that? Should I get that for a Model 3 or what? I'm surprised those, yeah, so if you spray aerosol cooking oil around the area of the wells and in the welding tip, the spatter is negligible. Oh, really? It smells nice while you weld too. You're literally cooking. You're welding and cooking. There you go. I plan a large install to replace my small one. Looking to run affordable alternative energy storage solution. Got any ideas? Yeah, look at my thing there. I have a link on this video. Those are all very discounted batteries. These are like the best prices that we can get on that currently. And I think they end today. I don't know. Yeah, some of them are in today. Some of them are just gonna stick around, for the rest of the month or whatever, the rest of the year. But some of them some of them will sell out, obviously. Let's see. Oh, I literally just got my PCB kits from you, getting it all sorted out. Okay, so, that's cool. So you ordered those a while ago, right? I don't know exactly how long it takes. I think, I got a couple of people working on them, and they don't do it full time, but I think every, no more than, a couple days go by before they like get all the orders out and stuff. So I think they're going out really quickly, because I don't get emails of people saying like, hey, where's my stuff? Or, it's rare. Like, so I think that they're doing a good job, I think. How long did it take you to get your package to you? I mean, and of course, that's getting it out the door. If you're far, if you're, it might take, travel time or whatever, transit time. We have a full machine shop at the school. Also, I do need a CNC bracket to weld, and that would support the steering column and can possibly help with having that part fabricated for you. So it's actually very simple. They actually have the kits. It's literally like it's literally like 3 holes in a little thing, and then it's at the very front of the vehicle, and it's got a C frame. So you cut that C frame and you move it up in the same angle as the thing, and then you just reinforce it. And people sell those as kits. Basically, just like a plasma cut, like metal, to reinforce the thing. I think you do have to gouge the brake pedal, but then you reinforce it on the other side by welding like another little tab. So people kind of have worked it all out already. It's a very common, modification that is done to these buses, and people have done different things to help people. You don't have to reinvent the wheel on that one. I'll send anyone tomorrow with a contact info, welding and fabrication. Thanks for the bad information you provide. Love your video, so thank you for that. Justin Kenny, it's in the house. I'll volunteer to test the batteries. If he's got new types to sell. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we have a bunch of them. And yeah, maybe I can send you some of these, the e-bike ones, because I haven't had time, and I haven't touched them because he told me that he didn't want to sell them yet. He wanted to wait till after these holidays and see how much we can, I think those are really good. They're gonna move quick. They're like 48 volts. They're small. They're brand new, and he got them for a good price, so he can offer them for a good price. So but we still have to kind of do some testing and then some projects to show people how to use them, because then that's the key right there, right? I think there's a number of you guys that would know what to do with them, figure it out. But there's a big number of you that would appreciate and would make the best out of being shown how to use them, in a project, and so maybe that's what we're gonna be doing. 22 years painting outside at dealerships following California rules. Progressive news. Yeah, right, because you can do it legally, right? You just have to do it in a certain way. Do you have like an inflatable thing, or how do you do the thing? And the solid wire should run the DC positive. If you have those incorrect, you will not receive. Yeah, so I did that. I think I have it right. Local, got your website. I'll reach out. I work at Tesla Fremont, says Mike Markster. Last week, I swear I saw that heavy set guy from Battery Hookups walking around with management, and my manager said they are supposed to be recycling for us. Yeah, you might be right. You might be right. Tom does have a contract with Tesla, so he, yeah, I think he might have been up there. I don't know if I can. Did he tell me if he was gonna? I don't know. So I actually, maybe officially, I don't know if he was up there or not. But yeah, but he might have been. I know he was here in town, so could have been him. Anybody in Orlando? Okay, so hey Jehu, I bought a bunch of those modem batteries you were talking about to make an e-bike battery. I bought a bunch of those modem batteries you were talking about to make an e-bike battery, but after connecting the BMS and charging with the required voltage, it only charges to around 80%. Which ones are you talking about, Spence? Could the BMS be causing that? Yeah, it could. It depends. I don't know. What do you mean 80%? Like, how are you determining what 80% is? You know, yeah, like you gotta explain more to me because I don't remember. Philip C, 5300 for the Model X. Don't know the Model 3. Wow, that's a extended. Why would you get the extended warranty? Are you getting issues? Well, I think that Model X has more issues than the Model 3. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe, what am I talking? Maybe I'm gonna suffer a bunch of, problems and issues with mine or whatever. And I should be ordering extended warranty. What? Oh,
Dinner!
Crystal is here. Oh, you brought dinner? Oh, I thought we were gonna go somewhere. Oh, all right. I guess we don't have to go anywhere. I guess I could just keep working. It's funny because I'm barely seeing her walking in here in my little. It's got such a bad thing. Thinking about starting an 8 kilowatt motorcycle conversion using Nissan Leaf batteries. Thoughts? Don't use Nissan Leaf batteries. Use something better. Okay, make sure you test them. Don't use like super degraded ones, because there's a lot of them out there. You will do much better using something like this. And I know these are not available yet, but they will be available soon. But this has more energy dense, more power dense, and these are brand new. Probably for about the same price, probably. Oh, I got a thing here. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Upstate New York. I just paint outside. No booth can be difficult. Got to pick a nice day to spray. You use a small VLP gun, low overspray, and just do one panel at a time. There you go. See, I'm not really scared about that. I'm scared. What am I scared about? What am I scared? Oh, I'm scared at the time that it's gonna take me to do it right, because the thing is in the prep, right? Like, for example, I was thinking about this the other. 7 years ago, I took this bus on its side and I completely sandblasted the whole bottom, so the whole underneath of the car was down to metal. And then I just, so it's clean. I know it's clean, but I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna have to like do that right? But I'm like, if I don't want to take it to be sandblasted again down to metal, I can't really put good quality like paint underneath on top of that cheap stuff that I put in there, right? Because then the adhesion's not going to be there. I mean, I don't know, maybe not, but I'm thinking, what if it's not, right? And so you almost have to go down. Like, I should have done good quality paint, like a 2K epoxy primer on the thing 7 years ago, but I didn't know, that just using some cheap spray can paint would come back and bite me, right? So now I'm like, okay, so I guess I could just do everything on top and just forget the bottom, but then I'm like, I don't want to cut that corner. I mean, I want to do it just so that I can get it done in time, but I don't really want to do it because then if I'm not going to do it right, you know what I mean? Like, I just want to, and I don't think I have the time to do all the things that I want to do and do them at the right amount of level that I want to do. So I will be cutting corners if I want to get it done, right? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to cut corners anymore. So one panel at a time kind of works for me. So I'm not really scared about that. But the other thing is that the painting part, I don't think it's a problem. I literally have like 12 painting booths within 1 mile of my house, right? I can go to any of these guys and be like, hey, can you spray, or can you let me spray this thing in your booth here? I can pay them for the day, or I don't know. We can figure it out. There's a ton of them right here. There's a bunch of shops here that do the thing, right? So the painting part, the spraying part is not a big issue for me. It's the time. Because I'm running out of time if I want to make this deadline. But if I don't, if I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to take it, then all of a sudden it's no big deal. I can take it to the guy that is going to get it down to metal, and he's going to do it right. He's going to use the right media so it doesn't warp all my panels, and, the guy that does it right, but that's going to take like 4 weeks or something, because that guy works slow and he's got a backlog of cars, So step one, just to get rid of all the paint and all the, down to metal, it's like half of the time that I have to finish this project, right? And it's no problem if I don't have that deadline. So that's why I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't have this deadline. Maybe I should just, the prime objective should be to do it right, because I got to do it right. Let's see here. You have an awesome wife. Yes, she is. We were supposed to go. I guess she already ate, so that's why she's like, I'll just bring you something to eat. So, yeah, I would have gone to eat with her. So I input 54.1, but when the charging is finished, I'm connecting my multimeter to 51. Also, I'm using ICR. Yeah, but what's the pack like? 54 is just a number. How many cells are in series? You know what I mean? Like, you might be way overcharging those batteries, or way under. Who knows? I don't know what 54 means. I just logged in. What's the best deal on batteries for Cyber Monday? Click on that link underneath this video, and those are all links. And then the one for battery hookups, there are more, so you have to go backtrack and then go into like all the deals that he's got, because he's changing them. I think he's been changing them like all day, every day for the past few days. So, maybe just use enamel on the underside of the bus. Even a cheap 2K paint underneath would be okay. Yeah, but wouldn't it? But isn't like whatever you spray on top, it's just as good as the layer underneath? And if the layer underneath doesn't stick right because it was cheap paint, and again, like, I don't want. And how do you know unless you go and rough it up, right? Like, which if I'm gonna do that, I might as well just have someone just sandblast the whole thing and get it right down to metal and get nice coarse surface so that you can then, yeah. So you know what I mean? Like, it's like, do the first time, you'll waste more time redoing it. Yeah, that's true. I don't want to do that. I just want to do it right the first time. Hire some hungry teenagers, they will work for food. There we go. Sanding will reveal your surface is ready. Sand till it doesn't peel, then apply the sealing primer. There you go. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess there's no. So I just got this machine. So I'm like, how do I get rid of like Bondo, right? Like quickly. And there's like Eastwood sells this one like little kind of like sander that's got like a tumbler, and it comes with all kinds of grids. Or I just order one. I'm like, oh, it's Cyber Monday. Let's see if they have deals. And I went. I'm like, oh, let me order that thing. And then it's like the one machine with the little sanding. It's like a 40 grid thing, so that it's like super rough. It's just like it came out to like almost $250 for that stupid thing. And I'm like, wasn't that the exact same price that I priced it like a month ago when it wasn't Cyber Monday? I'm like, these guys, they took me. These guys are. That's how people do it. I don't do that, by the way. I didn't raise the prices up so that I can discount them and trick you into buying stuff. That's what people do, though. So, yeah, that's crazy. You don't have to go to metal unless you have rust. Well, yeah, I don't have rust anymore. I removed it all because I went down to metal. So, but now I have crappy paint, like rattle can paint, right, on the bottom. So, if I want it to last a long time, I gotta make sure that it's not gonna peel off, right? And in order to do that, then I have to go on sand, and I'm like, if I'm gonna sandblast the top to see what I don't know. I think I'd just rather send the whole bus be sandblasted, media blasted down to metal, and then just respray 2K, right? And then do the metal fixes that I'm gonna do. Some are like rust. I do have a little bit of rust on some panels that are super thin because of the rust, and I could just replace those. And then some that I did 7 years ago, now looking at them, I'm like, yeah, they're not perfect. Like they're like, one of them is like an 1/8 inch low, and one of the body lines doesn't match. And I somehow didn't notice that 7 years ago, so I'm like, okay, that's not gonna fly. I want to go and cut that up, and then race it, right, so that it matches. Oh, here we go. Here's Carla from Spain. Yeah, someone ordered one of these batteries from Spain. By the way, EV West does ship international. We just, they're shipping stuff from them, but like when an order comes through us, we had one that was going to France or something, and they're expensive. Like the shipping is expensive. I think it's like $1,400 worth of batteries, and it costs like $1,000, I think, to ship to France. That's just what it costs because they're big, heavy, like 400 pounds, right? And we still don't have an update on the last guy. That's right. Yeah. So they do it. It's just most people won't. It's not use. I mean, it's not worth it in a lot of times because then you're paying twice what the battery's worth, right? So you might as well source some battery locally, for that kind of money. Maybe, I don't know, unless you're at a place where you can't get any batteries. But yeah, that's usually why it's expensive. Okay, so he's got a 13S 7P. I got 91 in there. So yeah, 13S, and you're saying that you're charging to 54. So right, is that what you said? Let's look at that. Let's work out that math there. So 4.2, is that what you want? 4.2 should be the very top, right? 54. So 4.2 is 54, but you're saying it's only like 50 or 51? Yeah, that could be. If you have a BMS in there, it could be sent it back. Oh man, my battery's about to die on my camera. Let me change it up, okay? Break.
What is the purpose for dreaming at night?
right, today I'm gonna show you how to change an axle bearing. This is actually a very common problem. Start squeaking and you gotta change that bearing. Except that the tool that you need to extract that bearing is very, very specialized. I actually never seen it before, but have you ever seen one of these? If you haven't, you're gonna need one of these. Typically, people will do is they have to make their own tool. You know, grind some pieces of metal or whatever so that you can extract that bearing. How it goes. Each one of these clamps goes in between each ball on the bearing. And then you slide this collar in there all the way in, and then you spin this and it'll just push its way. It'll use the center axle to push that. There we go. And that's how you replace an axle bearing. You need that tool. And that axle bearing leaked forever. I could never get it to stop leaking oil. Until I got rid of it and I got a completely different transmission over somewhere else. I think I gave it like 4 shots. I took it off, you know, got like cleaned it really good, put like all that stuff, put all the seals, and yeah, you gotta know what you're doing there. Which sucks. Not to know what you're doing. Am I late? No, it's just in time for battery change. There you go. That's right. The obligatory battery change. Channel 808 Life Hawaii says aloha from Hawaii. What island in Hawaii are you on? Channel 808. I like the islands. I want to go and spend some time over there. Maybe I want to go and retire in Hawaii. Sounds like a cool thing, but I was talking to someone the other day and they're like, yeah, you kind of get like, oh, come on. Cabin fever? Or no, it's not cabin fever. What would you call that? The equivalent of that for an island. But I don't know. If you're having fun, if you're doing something there, I don't know. It just seems like it's a cool place to go and spend some time. Where can you buy the bearing puller? That is the big question. It's a specialized tool. I don't know if they keep making. I think you just gotta look for it like an eBay or something and then just find it. It's a very specialized tool just for BWs. And I was able to find it at a shop down there in San Diego and they lent it to me, and so then I went and did my thing or whatever. But yeah. There we go. All right, guys, I think I'm going to call it quits here. I just wanted to go and hang out with you guys for a little bit since I, haven't done it in a while. But that's because I'm working on my bus. And in fact, I want to go and work on it right now. I got to go in there and put the finishing touches. I want to mount the front beam. I do those big items now. And then that's when I brick my bus. Which is a crazy thing. I'm kind of scared of that. Because, it's been my daily driver. It's so crazy how my brain works. Like, it's just a car. But why am I so worried about not having a car or not having it? So much that I would build another car. Right? I could have been using all this time to paint my bus. But no, I'm like, well, if I'm going to not have a car, and I gotta have this type of car. It's kind of dumb. I'm kind of dumb like that. But here we go, 6 weeks later, and it's almost done, and I'm gonna have that bus. So my life is not gonna change too much. I still will be able to drive around my bus around town while I'm, painting my bus. But yeah, I could have just rented a car for 2 months. I could have just like borrowed a car. In fact, I have another car. It's just not here. Someone else is using, so I would have to inconvenience them, right? I don't know. It's weird. But anyways, you know, like everyone else, I'm crazy, just like you guys. And I'm not calling you guys crazy. I'm just saying you guys are like me. So I'm saying I'm not crazy. Anyways, I'm rambling. So let's call it a night. Please, someone get Jay a battery eliminator for his camera. I have one. I'm too lazy to use it. It's somewhere in here. I refuse to plug it in because it's the cables. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, guys, stay safe out there. Don't spend all your money on batteries. Or if you do, you know, at least get good ones. So don't get scammed. Yeah, I will see you guys pretty soon. I will have a video when I do the transfer. I'll do a walk around of the bus and everything that I did on that one. Yeah, and I'll try to share the story or something. And then I'll get busy with my bus. I'll do the thing. Or not. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. Will I finish it? I don't know. We'll have to find out. Okay, guys. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for watching the videos and all that stuff. We'll see you guys on the next one. All right? Bye.
What is the purpose for dreaming at night? Daydreaming.
Alright, today I'm going to show you how to change an axle bearing. This is actually a very common problem. Start squeaking and you got to change that bearing. Except that the tool that you need to extract that bearing is very, very specialized. I actually never seen it before, but have you ever seen one of these? If you haven't, you're gonna need one of these. Typically, people will do is they have to make their own tool. You know, grind some pieces of metal or whatever so that you can extract that bearing. How it goes. Each one of these clamps goes in between each ball on the bearing. And then you slide this collar in there all the way in, and then you spin this and it'll just push its way. It'll use the center axle to push that. There we go. And that's how you replace an axle bearing. You need that tool.
So you have more power and more effective power, plus you have a broader power band.
Yeah.
So it's fun because we both have advantages.
Right.
Like I've got a weight advantage.
Right.
And
It's gonna
that's
be
it.
close.
You've got every other advantage goes to you, but I got a weight advantage. And I lost 30 pounds.
Oh, good. I thought you looked a little skinnier in this round.
Dude, if I win by this much, I'll be like, yeah. Okay, well, post-race analysis. I don't think either of us expected those results.
But still, it's quick. It's very quick.
That was
I'm glad
awesome.
you guys can make it. Yeah,
I
it's fun.
honestly totally expected to lose, and by no means, both of these cars are super fun.
Let's go do some donuts.
If you're interested in more technical details on this build, please visit Austin's YouTube channel called Austiwawa. Also, if you're interested in lithium batteries for your projects, check out batteryhookups.com, the sponsor of this video. They have a huge inventory of different types of lithium batteries at really great prices. Hey guys, so what is going on with the Samba? Well, let's go look at it. Here is the clutch. Here is the clutch. I'm back at EV West. We're gonna check out some batteries.
So around 2010, we started seeing the Tesla Roadster hype. And if you look at it just based on specifications, you're like, this power plant, we should be able to put this in other cars. We just kind of started a project, kind of like a technical exercise to see if we could actually build our own, kind of homebrew electric race car. This is a pretty legit charging station.
Yeah, BTC power, thanks. As you know, EV West is not the only place turning old gas guzzlers into, ultra-modern electric clean vehicles. There are other people doing the same thing all over the world, such as the case as Conrad and Andrew, all the way down in Australia. These guys are converting cars and they have a bunch of cool projects. VW Bugs. The car that I used to drive. You have those little pucks. So then after you take off all the screws,
We got the fun part.
you got the
Grab
fun
the
part,
chisel.
and you gotta pry it out. Oh, there.
Hit air bubble, hit air bubble.
It's a moment of truth. Today I'm gonna show you how to build this electric skateboard. As you know, electric skateboards are a thing now. They've been a thing for a while. There's the expensive ones, there's the cheap ones, and everything in between. But there's a new breed of electric skateboards. They're off-road. And you got a glimpse of one of them last time I was in New York. And I got to meet Vitaly, which runs the Portable Electric Vehicles channel on YouTube. He built himself this beast of an electric skateboard that supposedly does about 55 miles per hour, which is just insane. So I thought I would show you how I would build one on the cheap, using off-the-shelf parts to keep the build simple. So let's get started.